you mention Steeplechase yet?
No, you can.
Okay.
Wait for the siren to go by.
Yeah.
Well, Steeplechase Park was an amazing amusement park that was right along the boardwalk and covered probably several square miles. And it took its name from one of the greatest rides that I ever experienced. It was a steeplechase horse race, you might say, where the ride was these like wooden horses that rode on tracks over the rooftops of the amusement park. And they went up and down and all around, and all you had holding you onto the horse was a leather strap. That was it. I mean, this could never be today. They could never have a ride like this. There wouldn't be an insurance company that would cover it. But it was the most wonderful ride. I just have such great memories of it. And the unfortunate part was when you came off the ride, you had to go through the fun house or whatever that was called, where the clowns were, supposed clowns. And they had these electric shock things that were like tasers, I think. They ran after you and they would give you a shock. And in the old days, I guess women wore skirts, in the 20s and 30s and so on. And they had these blowers that would blow your skirt up and the whole world would see your underwear. And people would actually gather around as you were coming off the steeplechase ride, watching the show when the clowns would start chasing you. They literally chased you with these tasers. And I found that most unpleasant. And even though I would love to have gone on the horses, over and over again, I didn't want to go through those with the clowns, it was so awful.
The horses on the track around the perimeter were they were very scary because they went pretty fast. And supposedly you could actually make the horse go faster or slower and win or lose. I never figured that out. It was just going. And then there was this barrel kind of thing to get into the place. I think you had to go through this to get in. It was a cylinder, huge cylinder, which you could actually stand up in, which was rotating, and the objective was to try to walk through it. And needless to say, as this thing was rotating, you got thrown over on your backside. And you'd sort of slide along and slither along until you got out the other end. And then you were inside the park.